boring. I find the cinema boring. I find clubbing boring. Conversations, family dinners, festivals, holidays, all the crap that everyone enjoys bores the life out of me.
Followers, women, power, money. The life of Andrew Tate has exploded online recently. Due to his previous incidents, his views on Western society, and his views on women, he has caused a lot of controversies. Controversies that should create him criticism, attention, fame, and fortune. But suddenly the story should turn and put him in a dangerous situation. The story of Andrew Tate began on December 1st, 1986 in a small town in the USA. His African-American father, a retired professional wrestler and retired Air Force sergeant, plays chess professionally to make money. The teenager Andrew parties, hangs out with girls, and scams people out of their money by playing chess. He grows up to be a chess prodigy. His father, who was a chess champion, teaches him and he becomes his idol. Andrew becomes the state chess champion of Indiana and proves to himself that he will become a master in the game he loves, chess. He learns many lessons from the game and how it is played and reflects life. Then his mother suddenly separates from his father, and soon they move to England, where he lives in a hostel with his brother, sister, and mother, trying to make ends meet. He has lost one of the most important people in his life, his father and his chess coach. What now? There is no chess community in England, and he cannot find a teacher. How could he stay out of trouble? He comes across a martial arts gym. Fighting for him can be the same as chess, a game where one plays against one. If you lose, it's because you made a mistake. You can't blame anyone else, and there are no excuses. That's what his father taught him. At age 15, he dove headfirst into fighting, training 7 times a week, and working towards his first professional fight. At 17, he has his first MMA fight and 5 more after that. His career progresses, and he gets offered more money from kickboxing. Knowing that it's rare to get such an offer and that it's hard to make money in the sport, he accepts the offer and sticks with kickboxing.
Put someone in front of me. That's all I have to say.
And it pays off. He becomes a 4-time world champion in kickboxing and earns more money than ever before. For each fight, he gets up to 75,000 euros. Most people would think that is good money. However, due to the payment of his promoters, managers, car expenses, and other living expenses, he only has a few thousand left. But this is not enough for Andrew, and he energetically looks for other ideas to make money. Google becomes his new teacher, and he learns what there is to know about money and how corporations and wealth work. The only thing he has at this point from his years of fighting are his 6 girlfriends, all of whom live in different parts of the world. Being a kickboxing champion may not get you a Ferrari, but he still attracts women who infos he is a world champion and believe he is rich. While surfing the internet one day, he happens to notice an ad in the corner of the website that says, "Talk to live girls now." Curious, he clicks on the link, and suddenly he gets the idea that should make him money. A webcam company would fit his situation perfectly. There's just one problem. All the girls he's dating don't know that he's dating other women. But he doesn't care about that. He calls his 6 girlfriends and tells them that he has a job for them and that they will all move in with him in London. 2 of his girlfriends agreed with his idea, and that was the beginning of the webcam business. Even though this beginning is fraught with challenges, he makes 3,000 to 4,000 euros a day. At this time, making money on the internet is still relatively new, but he begins to see the potential of internet money and the webcam business. He quickly expands his business to 75 girls and brings his brother Tristan into the business. With 4 different properties, accountants, staff, other managers, and monthly earnings of over $500,000, he and his brother go from a hostel in England to making money they had never seen before. But organizing high numbers of staff seems more difficult than expected, and he has to reduce his staff to be more profitable. Things are going well. He's chilling with his girls, has new cars and new money, and suddenly there's a knock on his door at 3 a.m. The police storm into his apartment, search the entire area, and confiscate hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of laptops and equipment. After his arrest, he learns he was charged with assault against a former webcam girl he fired after she drunkenly threw up all over the carpet. It eventually took him 2 years to close the case. After all these events, he decided to leave England because the legal system there was hell. He packed his bags and moved to Romania. Life in Romania was not, he said, poisoned by Western society. Most people there still had traditional values, and there was no such thing as radical feminism. Nor would there be any disorganized crime. Any crime that did exist would be organized by bosses. He knew he was safe if he stayed in his lane and knew the right people. Andrew knew people from kickboxing who lived in Romania. They had connections to the prime minister and top people in society. When he commented on RSF, the Romanian UFC in which he had a 10% stake, he noticed that one of the sponsors of the event was a casino brand. This casino brand was owned by 3 brothers who have 400 locations throughout Europe. It was speculated that they turned over a whopping $18 million a day. He decides to confront them and says that he wants to get into the casino business. They quickly reply to him and ask, "What do we need you for?" He then agrees with them and realizes that he needs to find a reason to get them to work with him. A few years pass, and finally he has a plan. He wants to open a location right next door to their biggest competitor, paying for that location in full and giving their company a percentage of the sales. This excites them. He now goes to war with their competitors at no additional cost to them. It's an offer they can't refuse. A few doors down from his new casino, he sees a Starbucks with lots of people waiting in line. That's when he gets an idea. He quickly puts up a big sign that says, "Free coffee," and hires an attractive waitress to pour the coffee. Now all the people who used to stand in line at Starbucks every day come to his casino, get free coffee, and then spend their extra money at the casino. Jackpot! He has just found a way to crush his competitor and prove to the 3 brothers that he is the real deal. He opens 15 stores and buys a $2 million Bugatti Chiron. Life is as good as it has ever been. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, the pandemic starts. People are thrown into chaos. The world collapses, and Romania with it. He wanted to keep Romania open and even made a deal with the Prime Minister to keep the casino running. That didn't last long, as Tate says the government received billions in funding to close it down, basically a bribe to accommodate the European Union. And already his casino business is being shut down. However, while that is happening, he is becoming more and more famous on social media and is on the verge of becoming famous. All his life he has absorbed his father's views on how the world works, how women work, and how terrible Western society is for men. He is now coming out with these ideas more and more in public, appearing on podcasts and shows. His ideas and views are gaining him a cult-like following, with many people who love him and just as many, if not more people, who absolutely hate and despise him. Everything he posts is well received on one hand and horrible on the other, causing videos of him and his statements to go viral. Whether on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, or conventional media, his videos are now reaching millions of views. He has found that the more controversial the things he says, the more viewers he gets for his videos, and is taking full advantage of this by producing more content and even developing a business model behind it, which in turn amplifies his going viral. With his new online course, Hustlers University, he has created a course that should create the path to financial freedom and escape the matrix. One business model he teaches in the course is affiliate marketing. This involves promoting another company's products and getting a commission on each sale. He made this possible for the course participants with his product, the online course, and thus created an affiliate marketing machine that benefited from an insane upward spiral of his trend and was extremely strengthened by this business model. Even though he was soon blocked from personal accounts on most social media platforms due to his controversial and widely considered dangerous views, his content was still pushed endlessly through this mechanism and reached every corner of the internet. With a presumed wealth of close to $1 trillion, flights on private jets, and many beautiful women around him, he is finally the big top G he wanted to be. But things weren't always going to stay this great. On December 29, 2022, Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan are arrested in Romania on suspicion of human trafficking, rape, and forming an organized crime group. Since then, their detention has been extended several times, and Tate's requests for release from custody have been denied several times. Finally, on March 31st, 2023, he is being released from prison and placed under house arrest. Andrew Tate, the self-proclaimed king of toxic masculinity, currently remains under house arrest in Romania on suspicion of rape and human trafficking, but nothing has been proven against him so far, so the presumption of innocence applies. From his home in Romania, he reaches out to his fans again, and the whole world seems interested in him. Recently, questionable videos about his state of health appeared. Lung diseases, allergy, or even targeted poisoning attempts are speculated in the social networks. In addition, Tate took revenge on an interviewer who, according to him, would have distorted his interview. He invited the reporter, provided by the BBC, to his house and made him wait outside the door for hours before sending him home again. How the story of the controversial Tate brothers, their arrest, and their businesses will continue will become clear in the coming months. What is clear is that Andrew Tate has left a lasting impression not only in the business world, but also in social, societal terms. Whether his message, do this world good or bad, is for everyone to judge for themselves. Either way, he is an impressive personality. For updates, other stories around great personalities, and insight into the business world, subscribe to our channel, and please support us with a like if you enjoyed the video.